All right, Victoria Glass family, OPPB, be organized, be patient, be persistent, stick with the budget, and play responsibly. Here we have Illinois evening draw. All right. April the 9th, we had the 416 to come out. All right. So that 416, you do the 111 rundown on it. And you're looking for the base number, which is the 072. The 072 is the base number. You go to the base number on the workout sheet, which is the 027. Same number because they come 6 different ways, but this is the base number, and it's going to be under column 11. You go down and you find the 461. You mark it off. Bam, you're done. Okay, this is a simple strategy. What it is based off working on paper and tracking the actual 1,000 numbers in your state. I take 22 numbers, do the 111 rundown on those 22 numbers, and you have all 1,000 numbers in their possible combinations. This eliminates any guesswork. These here are primary. This is a primary method because you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. This here is secondary. The root sums, the date sums, the tic-tac-toes, the multiple different rundowns and workouts that they have don't tell you anything what the numbers are doing in your state. They show you different patterns, they say, and different methods, and everybody doing something different here. With Picture at a Glance, you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers for your state, eliminating any guesswork to see what your actual numbers are doing in your state. And all the numbers are random. Anybody saying these numbers are random, it's not tracking them. That's all I can say. Because when you're tracking these numbers and you see there's no rhyme or reason to how the numbers are coming out, then you know the numbers are random. You have to work with the law average. One thing the numbers have to do is rotate. See how this number is 027 and down here is 072? They rotate. They change positions. And the only way you can track and know what's going on in your state is by tracking the numbers and knowing when they change positions, working with the law average. And when they change positions, you know what numbers have came and what numbers haven't. Now, this here is going to be a second part. This is going to be a short, but I'm also going to do a long version of talking a little bit more on how this works. Okay, now, so look for the long version. Now here you do the 111 rundown. All right. And when you're doing the 111 rundown, you add 1 to each one of these numbers. You add 1 to the 4, you get 5. 1 to 5, you get 6. 1 to 6, you get 7. 1 to 7, you get 8. 1 to 8, you get 9. 1 to 9, you're going to get 10. But you just use a 0. 1 to 0, you get 1. 1 to 1, you get 2. 1 to 2, you get 3. And 1 to 3, you're going to get the 4. Same number at the bottom, you get at the top. Same here, you're going to count straight down, adding 1. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. And then here, you add the 0 to the 1, you get the 1. Same number top and bottom, you add it correctly. Here, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't get no easier than that. Same number at the bottom, you get the top, you add it correctly. This is a simple method. This is what gets me into the winner circle. And I do have receipts on my channel where I win. I'm in Illinois. I play online in Illinois. They send me an email every time I win. And I have those emails posted on my channel. So I have proof that this strategy works. Okay? I have receipts, as they call it, and proof. All right? And on average, you're going to win. I win about 3 or 4 times out of a month. I'm not, but not how often you win, is how the strategy you use to play the game. Okay? How you bet, how you play, how you win. How you're not chasing all these different numbers trying to hit and don't even know why you, when you do win, why you won and how you won, and then what method you're going to go back to use to win it again. You can't see that with the grids, with the date sums, the tic-tac-toes, the multiple different rundowns, and everybody got a different way of doing it. With this, everybody's on the same page. I can explain this to anybody in an hour or less, and it will make sense. An hour or less. This, what I tell you, will make sense. This here, everybody got a different way of explaining it, or how it works, or how they'll do a tic-tac-toe, or how they'll do a root sum and how to use it, or how they do a grid. It's only one way to do this, counting the actual 1,000 numbers and working with the law average. There's no other way. This here, you're looking at the trees. This here, you're looking at the forest. Okay? And how you win, you have to build a strategy and a skill set. I do one-on-one counseling. Email me, call me, or text me, and I'll tell you how to get in touch, how to use this system more effectively for yourself. In 30 years of doing this, I compiled this system myself. Nobody has a system like this. You won't find this on YouTube nowhere. The only rundown I use is the 111 rundown. I use the same 111 rundown on this 027 because it's one of the base numbers. Okay? It's one of the base numbers, and how you use the strategy to win. And how you use the columns to win. Here. I have over almost 2,000 videos on my channel. I'm not charging anything for looking at the channels. I don't have a membership. I don't have any of that. Because I know what I have to teach works. I don't really have to sell it. It sells itself. Now, to get better at it, you will have to build a counseling and strategy session with me. But so far I have those up. And the support that you give to the channel by like, sharing, commenting, and any blessing the channel as the channel blesses you is well welcome. Okay? But this here sells itself because it can be explained. Everybody does their grids different. Everybody does their suit sums different. Everybody do their tic-tac-toes different. Everybody does multiple different strategies. You got the 317. You got the 369. You got the 999 rundown. You got the tic-tac-toes when they might do it the number of crawls or triangulally. There's all kind of methods out here, hundreds of them. Some people just track all the numbers in all the states to see what number might fall in another state. The numbers don't travel. The only way you're going to know what's going on with those 1,000 numbers is what they're doing in your state alone. Period. And because a number show up in 10 states don't mean it's going to ever hit your state. A pick 3 number can take 15 years and never show up. I got a couple of them in a couple of states that have been on about 15 years. The number ain't never showed up exact. 1, 2, 3 in some states might not been showed up in 10 years. So you can't use that. You have to track the actual 1,000 numbers and see what they're doing in your state. There's no way around it. You have to study. Work it out on paper. Pick 3 is the only one with 1,000 numbers that you can actually track and study. You can't study pick 4 on paper. You can't study pick 5 on paper and make a rational reasoning decision to why you would play any of those numbers. The only one that you can come even close to is pick 3 and has the best odds of winning and studying and making sense using the pick 3 at a glance strategy of why you would play any of the numbers. And if you don't know why you playing a number, I don't play a number even if it's my birthday if I don't know why I'm playing my birthday. I don't play holidays. Because you learn better. You learn that it's best to track the numbers and see what they're doing, tracking the actual pick 3 number, tracking the front pair, the back pair, the single digit, and the single pairs. and see what they're actually doing in your state to win. Other than that, you're playing by luck, and you're playing a loser's game. And if you're going to play for luck, don't worry about figuring out anything. Just get you some quick picks. You come out about just as good. But you can win using the picture at a glance strategy by tracking the actual 1,000 numbers in your state, and don't worry about what other states are doing, because it's not going to add up, because all of them going to run randomly and differently. And no book, no nothing's going to tell you what's going on in them numbers with any given time unless you're tracking them for yourself to see what they're doing. And learning how to use the law average, and learning how to use the numbers and their opposites to win. Like here, if you know that the opposite numbers, like the 1-1 rundown, that's why I use it, because all these numbers in this column are opposite each other. Just like the day before evening, this 9-1-6 failed. Then it's opposite the 4-6-1 failed. See, I can look at that. I can strategize that. I can look at that and know what's going on. All these numbers are opposite each other. This 5-2-7, the opposite it is 5-7-2. This 1-3-8, the opposite it is 6-8-3. This 2-4-9, the opposite it is 7-9-4. 7-9-4. This 3-5-0, the opposite it is 8-0-5. And then again, the 4-6-1, the opposite is 9-1-6. Easy to understand and organize in your brain what's going on with the numbers. You can't do that here. What they're going to tell you is look for patterns. Patterns don't tell you what the actual numbers are doing. I can know that this 4-6-1 and this 9-1-6 is under the same column on the picture at a glance strategy. No guessing. I created this. You won't find it anywhere else. You won't find it in no books. It's copyrighted material. I only one had this. I'm the one to put this together. So like I always say, play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace of love. God bless. And if you're tracking, you'll soon be packing the lucky town. And tracking is the way, folks, to get in the winner's circle and win big. Because you'll see stuff here you're not going to be able to see here. And if you don't know what's going on here, there's no way you're going to understand what's going on here. All right. Have a blessed day.